Hey everybody. I don't have a ton of new stuff to talk about today, but I'm going to talk about a few things. I did go to the doctor today, and I also was in Florida last week on vacation, so I have a couple of those things to talk about, and then a couple of people have left some comments, and I want to address a few of those. So let's see, first things first. Last week I was in Central Florida, and I did do one day at Disney, and it is impossible to eat relatively healthy in the Magic Kingdom. I couldn't find any grilled protein at all. I did eat, so what I ended up eating that day, I had a Dole Whip for a snack, which is gluten-free, dairy-free, but not calorie-free. I don't know how many calories are in it. I don't want to know. It was really good. So I don't even want to know. I love Dole Whips. But then for lunch, we stopped at Pinocchio Village House, and it said that they had a chicken Caesar salad, or a salad with chicken on it. And that was what I was going to get, till I saw that it was actually the fried chicken, like the chicken tenders that you would get if you bought the chicken tender meal. And I knew, okay, well, I'm not really that hungry, but I do have to get some protein. So I ended up getting a kid's meal, and I got it was 2 chicken tenders. And yes, they were fried, but I ate them. And then it also came with an applesauce and then a drink, and I got Minute Maid Zero because they had that there, which was fantastic. That's my new favorite drink, is the Minute Maid Lemonade Zero. So it was really good. I didn't eat the applesauce. My daughter, she's chowed down on that. But I did have the 2 chicken tenders, and it was good to get some of that protein going in there, even if it was fried. And I ate a couple of granola bars. I took 2 granola bars in my backpack, since you can take food into Disney World. The only problem is a lot of the food that we can eat after we've had the gastric sleeve has to be refrigerated, or needs to be chilled, like certain cheeses, fruits, even the protein shakes, if you just really wanted to have one of those awesome things. And I didn't have a way to keep it cold all day because I wasn't going to carry around a cooler, and I didn't really have a cooler backpack. I just had my normal, like, going to the park backpack. So it was tough, and that was it. That was all I ate that day. We were going to eat that evening, and we ended up going in. It was the second night for fireworks, is July 2nd, and so we went to go watch Happily Ever After. By the time that was over, my daughter wanted to ride Buzz Lightyear. We hadn't ridden it yet, so we went and did that. And then we got back to the car. My husband stopped, and he and my daughter got some food, but I was at that point where I felt like almost sick, where if I eat something I actually might get sick, and it would be better for me just not to. So I just drank a lot of water, and I ate pretty well on the trip, even though we ate out every meal. We're not breakfast people. We'll just kind of pick at it. So I ate like a granola bar for breakfast in the morning, just to give me something to start my day. We ate out dinner with friends a couple of nights. We have several friends that live in a couple of friends in Winter Park, and then a couple of friends in Lakeland. So we went there. We went to the Orlando Pride women's soccer team, the professional soccer team. We went to their match, and so I had like 3/4 of a hot dog, but I really didn't eat most of the bread. I ate some of it, but I didn't eat all of it. I don't know, it didn't sit right with me. It wasn't tasting great. So that was really it. I didn't lose any weight while I was on my trip, but I didn't gain any weight while I was on my trip. So I call that a win. Speaking of things that just didn't taste right, or just don't feel right. So my taste buds have dramatically changed, and I have also read from some other people who've had the sleeve that it happens to a lot of people. So if you are prepping to have the sleeve soon, or if you've just recently had it, your taste buds will probably change. Don't stock up on a lot of the foods, or like protein shakes or anything. Like, I know I went crazy buying all the protein shakes. I was like, oh yeah, I'll drink these forever. And now I think half of them are disgusting. And the only ones that I will still drink are the Premier Protein Caramel, not the Equate from Walmart or Sam's or wherever. None of that, but the actual Premier Protein. And you can get that at Costco, I found out, which is cool. But I like the caramel, but I used to like the cookies and cream. I liked the cinnamon roll. I liked just the chocolate, the vanilla. I don't want any of those anymore. None. I don't like sweets anymore, which is weird because I was a big sweets person. And when we were in Florida, we went to Disney Springs. We went to Gideon's Bakehouse, which sells half-pound cookies. And the smell almost made me sick of fresh baked cookies, y'all. Like, this is stuff I loved up until 3-4 months ago. And now I'm like, whoa, okay, all right, I don't want to do that. I mean, my daughter ate some, my husband ate some, and that was it. I didn't even want to touch it. I got a candle from Gideon's. that was enough. So that's definitely different. I have also developed a peanut intolerance. It's not quite an allergy, but an intolerance. I've had peanut butter or peanuts, peanut oil 3 different times on 3 different days, and every single time I vomited and had diarrhea and was just really sick, and that was the only thing that I had to eat that day. So one day I had peanut butter pretzels, one day I had peanut butter crackers, and then 2 days ago I had part of a Chick-fil-A regular sandwich. I was gonna get grilled and I was like, no, I want a regular one, and I'm gonna do it. And I ate like 3 bites and then was just super sick and stayed sick the rest of the day. And I know in one of my earlier videos, I mentioned quickly after surgery, I wanted some peanut butter. And so I had a spoonful of it and got sick. And I thought it was just because maybe I ate too soon, but apparently my body now, like my new little stomach pouch, it just does not handle peanuts at all. Peanut butter, peanut oil, I can't do it. So I'm not going to go into anaphylactic shock. I don't have what I would consider an allergy like that most people have that's very serious. It just makes me really sick. So no more peanut butter, no more peanut stuff for me, at least for a while. I did go to my doctor this morning, not my surgeon. I went to my primary care doctor. I had just a regular 6-month checkup. I have lost 60 pounds. She was thrilled. I am no longer pre-diabetic, which is great. My blood pressure is down. My resting heart rate is down. It is more normal. So my blood pressure actually is completely normal. It's totally fine now. And I was never on medication for it, but she told me if you can't get it under control, then you're going to need to be. So that was really exciting to hear that all of that is going well and looking good. I got some labs drawn that have to be sent to my surgeon's office, to my nutritionist, dietitian, and they're going to check my vitamin B12 levels, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B1, iron, like everything, pretty much everything that you can run a panel on, just lipid panel, all that kind of stuff. They did that. And then my doctor just requested, just in general, all of the different tests that could be run today, just to check everything. But she said she's super proud of me, and everything looks good. I'm really excited, and just to hear her, my primary care doctor, talk about that, and that it definitely has made a difference, and not just how I look, but how I feel, and also in my overall health. It was really good to hear that from her. So I was going to show you how I look today. I'm just at work. So let's see. I've got on some leggings, and my chair is black, so it's maybe hard to tell. But so there's where my stomach's going. This is my little pooch that I still have. And then, just everything else is not too bad. I'm hanging out here. If I pull these down, you'll definitely see the extra skin, which I'm not excited about, but it's okay. I do still have this. Check this out, y'all. I'm not thrilled about this. So I have started just looking into plastic surgery and like what the cost would be of a tummy tuck, and probably a tummy tuck with lipo, because I want to look good, and maybe even an arm lift, just to like pop this sucker up right here and over here. I've even looked at like chin liposuction underneath, because I still have this wattle here. This is my, it's a family thing. My grandmother had it, my cousins have it. My mom somehow managed not to get it, and so far my sister doesn't have it, which is really not fair. But I do. And I also need to get, I still need a breast reduction and a lift, because the girls are just, ooh, they're still big. They've gotten a whole lot smaller, but they are still out of control. Yeah, so, okay, that is everything that is pretty much new. A couple of things from the comments that I wanted to bring up. Some people have said some different things, like, exercise won't help with the skin and everything, with the excess skin. I know that. I'm just trying to be positive. And when you comment those things, I don't think that you're being rude. So I've had a few people come in and then apologize and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come across as rude. You're not. I don't think that you are at all. I feel like this is just a conversation, and that you're trying to help me just like I'm trying to help you. And so I'm good with it. You do not hurt my feelings. I also had somebody else tell me when I talked about my goldfish tattoo, somebody else told me that goldfish don't really have a 10-second memory. And I also know that too. I just really like the saying, and I realize it's from a TV show, but I liked it. It's with somebody with chronic anxiety. I have a diagnosed generalized social anxiety and generalized anxiety. And then I have clinical depression, and I don't have major bouts with it anymore. I am on medication that helps, but I do still have some problems every now and then. It's rare, but every now and then I have what I call those black hole days, where I just kind of can't really climb out of the bed. And it's something I've dealt with since I was a teenager, and I will continue to deal with my whole life, and I know that, so it's fine. But I liked the goldfish just because of what it stood for, and I also like the fact that it's considered lucky in a lot of cultures. Let's see what else came from comments. I've had a lot of new followers. Welcome to you guys. I'm so excited that you're here and that you found my channel. A lot of people have said that they appreciate my honesty, and I want to say thank you to that. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop them in the comments, or you can send me an email. I do try to respond to all comments and all emails as quickly as I can. Sometimes it's not super fast. I did have notifications turned on, and they were going off like this, so I had to turn them off. And so I have to remember, my ADD can't kick in, and I have to remember that I have to go check my page and check my email. So I will try to do that, I promise. If you have sent me something today and I haven't gotten back to you, I will. I love hearing from people. I love hearing about your journeys. I love knowing when you're starting yours and being able to follow you. If you start a channel, I want to follow you. I want to keep up with you. I enjoy that. I want to see, what are we going through on this together, because this is not an easy thing. And I've said it 100 times, and I'll say it every time. It is not the easy way out. It's not. It's a tool to help with weight loss and then weight management, but it is not the easy way out. It is not an automatic solution to weight loss. So please don't think that if you're new here and you're wondering, oh, okay, well, I'll get this done and I'll just suddenly lose, 60 pounds in 3.5 months. It doesn't just magically happen. I wish I could tell you that it did. I wish it was a magical solution, but it's not. It does take a lot of hard work. And I can talk more about that. If you have specific questions, you can ask me. I can make a video about it, or I can just answer your question directly. But I do really love hearing from everybody, and I really appreciate all of your comments. I do not ever think that you're being rude or disrespectful. So please continue to comment and, say hey, and let me know how you're doing and what's going on with you. I'm tired. I've been at work all day. I just had to talk a coworker off a ledge. She was kind of losing it a little bit. So I think I'm going to go home. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will update soon, especially once I hear back from my doctor with my levels and what I need to do and how I'm going to be changing or maybe not changing my vitamins and the supplements that I take, so we can be updated on that. All right. Again, I hope y'all have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to say. All right. Thanks for chilling with me.